Hey, let's go over some of our hot topics of the day that we're following right here on the Ringside Politics program. And Tucker Carlson did another interview with the head of the Capitol Police, Stephen Sund, and he revealed once again this whole thing was a setup, okay? This whole thing was manufactured because he couldn't get any help. He was calling 30 some odd times, help me, bring additional resources. We don't have enough. And Nancy Pelosi turned him down. The mayor of D.C. turned down the request. President Trump wanted additional security there. This gentleman wanted additional security. They knew they needed it. But it's as if the powers that be wanted this to happen the way it did. Why? To distract from the stolen election. Why? To create a narrative where they could blame Trump supporters for quote-unquote violence. Who was in the midst of all this? Instigators, Antifa, people from the FBI. It was a setup, folks, and this police chief is courageous for coming forward and speaking the truth. You know, another setup is what AG Garland is doing, appointing a quote-unquote special counsel now, David Weiss, the same guy who was investigating supposedly had all the powers, but now he's going to be the special counsel. So now this is an admission that he didn't have the powers that they said that he had. So the whistleblowers were right. And the whistleblowers deserve an apology for any of those that criticized our IRS whistleblowers that came forward. They didn't have the authority to really investigate Hunter Biden. So this is all to distract, all to delay, all to prevent congressional Republicans from doing their job and getting to the bottom of what all this corruption and crime is all about. It's a delaying tactic by the Department of Justice. House Republicans need to ignore this and continue with their investigation to get to the bottom of the Biden crime family and expose it all. Now, one of the things that we're seeing is the effects of Bidenomics, okay? Bidenomics. Now, the president said that they're going to run on Bidenomics, and the vice president keeps talking about Bidenomics. But what is Bidenomics? High interest rates and high inflation. Inflation increased again last month. So inflation is not under control. Gasoline, have you been to the pump lately? Going back up. Food prices are soaring. So Americans are having an incredibly difficult time with Bidenomics. What does it do? It destroys a good economy that he inherited from President Trump. In fact, a great economy. Polls show that Americans are very unhappy with the president's handling of the economy. New CNN poll showed he has a 37% approval rating on the economy, 30% approval rating on dealing with inflation, and over 70% of the American people say we're on the wrong track. That's Bidenomics. And you know, the sad thing of Bidenomics is it's creating plenty of despair out there, folks. Suicides soared to a record level last year. 49,500 took their own lives. And, you know, when you have economic distress, when you've got the government breathing down your neck, when your rights are being taken away, when you have manufactured crises, when you have the kind of situation we've got in this country where our rights are being trampled on, and, of course, our economic ability to make a living is being infringed upon, sadly, it leads to these sorts of situations. And that is another effect of Bidenomics. You know what another one is? Drug overdose deaths, now reaching 107,000 in the last reporting period of 2021. That's under Biden, 14% increase. That is another effect of hard economic times. And, of course, what has been going on with this government. So we need a course correction, folks. We've got to get back to restoring our rights, restoring our economy. And we can't do it with these totalitarians in charge. You know, they're also pushing for more and more of our money to go to Ukraine. President Biden is going to be looking for another $25 billion for Ukraine. I mean, it seems like they can never give enough money to Ukraine. So we're blowing through $113 billion. They want $25 billion more. Some House Republicans are finally saying, hey, enough is enough. Kudos to the House Republicans for speaking out. We need more of them. Polls show the American people are against this. 55% say no more aid to Ukraine. A lot of it is being stolen. A lot of it is winding up in the hands of other criminal groups like the Mexican drug cartel. And, of course, the results are not good. Their counteroffensive has not been a success. And finally, the DOJ's special prosecutor going after President Trump, Jack Smith, wants the president on trial on January 2nd of next year. Can you believe that? They want him on trial before the Iowa caucus. They want to have a guilty verdict before Iowa votes. So they can rush their prosecution and persecution of President Trump, yet going after Hillary, they don't do. Going after the Bidens takes forever. Where's the Biden special counsel looking into the classified documents? He's out to lunch. He's maybe on vacation. Who knows where he is? And this guy, David Weiss, has been working, and who knows what he has come up with. This will take forever. But President Trump, they rush it through. The double standard of justice, ladies and gentlemen.